make an excellent hunter.
Hello, and welcome back to Warframe TOG. We are back. It's, do I want resources or affinity? Both of them are good. I think resources. So when last we saw, we were doing Cetus bounties, but not getting any standing for them because we need certain materials to rank up our Ostron rank before we can go and do get more standing for the Ostrons. We're just losing standing anytime we do a bounty there without that stuff. So, and we had a lot of trouble finding iridite and nisselpod, even though we were looking in the right places for them. I went looking on the internet, and apparently there's been known issues with occasionally it doing things, and what you do is you log out or log back in, or exit to your orbiter and come in directly in solo mode in the Plains of Eidolon. So I'm going to do that. I'm going directly into the Plains of Eidolon without going through Cetus, and we're going to see if we can find the missing resources we need. We don't need a lot anymore because we've gotten some, but we need a lot more than I was expecting, and they've proven remarkably. Where is my... I'm going to have to check my loadout because I don't see my... Well, there's the iridite. That's 2 of the iridite we needed. We're looking for... Oh, no! Okay. Did I see another? I am not seeing. There should be iridite all along here, like. And there it is. All right. So that's actually all the iridite I needed, but we'll see if we can collect some more for right now, since we're in here. And then we'll go looking for, oh, I think that probably might be one right back here. All right, so our next location that we're looking for, we needed some iridite. We were just short on it and just having no luck finding any. And now it looks like it's spawning properly. So that's a good sign. There we go. Which means if I go up to the mountain areas, I should be able to find nisselpod up there now. And we're going to go all the way up to the Ostwan range. Nisselpod likes to be in high areas. Along with the ghouls, apparently. Well, that's some Maprico. It might be easier to see flying along above it, like right there. That got me 10 Nisselpod. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, I came up here and there was nothing. I mean, I couldn't find a single one. And it was very frustrating. Okay, so now we have plenty of Nisselpod. Okay, so we can head back. Go to Cetus now. That's what that marker there is for. So even when it's foggy like this and you cannot, hazy like this, and you cannot see any of the landmarks, that marker tells me where the entrance to Cetus always is. And it's a unique color, so I can't, it doesn't get confused with other things. Alright, so I got 30 Nisselpod out of that, and 8 Iridite, which is great. That gives us enough. That was the resource booster doubling what we got. And
you pay me in red, I pay you in silver.
I can now go here and say rank up.
Would be honored to accept your sacrifice. Bruna Meta, advise us as to your needs.
Okay, so the things we need from here, we're always going to make use of these blueprints. We need them. We'll have to get every single one of them, so we might as well take one right now. Redeem. Okay. While we're here, because we know 22,000 away, and we could do that in a day, a little over a day. We will need fish scales, pyrol, tier, azurite, and credits. Fish scales means we have to start learning how to do fishing, which we will do after a little bit of bounty. We have to do some bounties. We just did some mining in the last stream earlier today. We will. This is the raw ore. This is refined stuff. So you need the blueprint for tier azurite, which is I think the one we don't have. Is that even available? Okay, so before I do a bounty, I'm going to give you a little tour, and we'll go over to Old Man Sumbat, who sells things for mining. That's going to take us 500 standing to get the tier azurite blueprint. While we're at it, when we come in here, we're going to get all these other blueprints. So we're going to need at least 3,500 standing. We don't need a nosum cutter because we've already got stuff. Okay. Alright. The other thing we're going to need in order to get the fish scales is we need to be able to fish. And we're going to need a fishing spear, some luminous dye. Okay. We don't necessarily need bait. Bait is useful for getting specific things. But if we're just looking for fish scales, we don't need the bait. But we might pick up some anyway. Now notice there are 3 different types of fishing spears. Depending upon what you're fishing for, you want to have one of each spear. And if you go fishing in one of the other things, you will also prefer to have one of each spear. There's 2 different types of bait here right now. There's pepper bait and twilight bait. Those are for day and night. This is for daytime. This is for either day or night. And then what you have is further down, you'll have specific baits for specific types of fish. So we'll need standing for all of that. And we need to get that standing. So we're going to start by doing a couple of bounties. That's our starting warm-up for this evening's stream. All right. So now we got an auger reach. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Actually, let me show you one more thing. Since we have it, we went at night and killed some vombalists in our previous stream and got some intact sentient cores, which allows us to now go in here now. We've already talked to him. We got our moat amp from him. You can see we have no standing with him right now, and to rank up we need 10 intact sentient cores. So we don't want to spend any intact sentient cores. Okay. We probably need more. I think that's all we have is 8. Right. So there's different types. We could use universal medallions, however, to get standing for the quills. But there's a better place to use these right now. It's a little harder to get the stuff that we need for the Vox Solaris Syndicate. So we're going to hold off on this. We need to get more intact sentient cores, and when we are out at night, we'll just get more from Vombalists, because that's how we get them. Later, I'll show you how to get lots of them by doing Terrorist runs. And that will also get us these up here, which are worth more, significantly so. All right. So right now, we're not going to start our standing for that. We're going to pop back in there, and we're going to start doing Cetus Bounties.
Tenno, tell me you're here for work. How the children admire your good deeds, Tenno. It brings me such joy.
There is an event going on now. One of them, the things is we have the ghoul events going on. Now, there's a low-level ghoul event where we can get credits, endo, and a couple of, there's three mods that are called the Hunter mods. I don't actually know if I've ever used them for anything. You can also get a weapon blueprint from there called the Stubba, and you can get a Neo D10 relic. It's very specific. I'm not sure what the Neo D10 relic is, but this is going on for 20 days, and they're useful bounties. There are more hunter mods in the high level one. Okay. Which requires a rescue. Same sort of thing. There's an encrypted journal fragment and an A15 relic here. Okay. And another weapon relic. You can also get Aya and Nitane extract. This is one of the few places you can actually get Nitane extract from a bounty. And it's always useful stuff to have around. Aya is also very useful stuff to have around. I think I'm going to try this lower one, but before we do, I'm going to come in here and go to public, because I don't want to do this solo.
Got something. Heavy hitter like you needs a little snack.
Okay, that's going to get us 1,300. We're going to go do that.
You have accepted, but so many have feared to try.
Blockade. Just before dawn, ghouls took out a hunting party. Not a Granier in sight, then bam! Out the ground they come. The hunters never stood a chance. Now we're spotting.
And they've already finished one stage.
Rid the plains of these monsters.
Here we go. Your assault has stirred up communications across the plains. Analyzing them now. Capture an alpha ghoul for interrogation. They may know the locations of high concentration graveyards.
Watch your step, Tenno! My ghouls could be anywhere!
Why, yes, your ghouls could be anywhere. But they're likely to be right where we're going.
I need to know what. Bring me one for study. There's the officer. Capture them.
Where'd you go? Ooh, we got an encrypted journal fragment. Which is Dr. Tengus.
We need to hobble their command. Find and eliminate the ghoul alpha near my waypoint. Every pack has an alpha. I've identified one. Draw out this ghoul and destroy it.
Watch your step, Tenno! My ghouls could be anywhere!
And we got a blueprint for something off of him. And another piece of that. We need more ghouls. We need 3 more. There's 1, 2.
That's it. The targets come out for a fight. Make it their last. Alpha eliminated. The ghouls are scattered.
Another encrypted journal fragment.
The intel you collected has led us to believe that there is a massive ghoul burial site at my waypoint. I need you to wipe it out. Grok droll processor located. Acquiring. Got the processor.
Where is this Grok drool?
Grok droll and begin loading that processor.
I need Grok drool from somewhere. get the Grok Jewel? I don't know. Ah, that's Grok Jewel. But no sign of a... Oh, are you gonna keep flying away from me? We need more. Where are these? Oh, I bet you there's some in here. I do not see any signs of things dropping Grok Jewel. Which makes me wonder if we have to go hunting it in particular. I'm not finding Grok Jewel.
We are halfway there. Find more Grok Jewel.
Somebody's finding Grok Jewel. I don't know where. Oh, that's a player. I have to go figure out why my
Now, get to the drop position. I am sending down an injector.
my taxon isn't here.
Place the processor in the injector. It will take some time to pump a lethal dose. Stop all Grenier from trying to disable the injector.
I am missing my taxon
Almost empty.
for some unknown reason. I'll have to go figure out why.
Ayo, killer. You put those fools right back in the ground. For good this time.
I mean, I'm literally having to do that. I don't know what's going on here. I think we're done. Yes, we are. I'm not certain why there was a waypoint over here, but nobody's there. For some reason, they're still here. I'm not quite sure why. We finished the bounty, but they're all heading back over here for some reason. Ah! That might be why. Alright. Let's see, more of them up here? Nope. I was wondering why they were staying behind. Now we can go out and collect more Bombulus. We will want them. But I'll leave that for a different stream, I think. And we got 1,300 standing. Now we're going to come back here later for that. Our Moat Amp got a little bit of the standing. Our Odinata even got a little of the standing because I guess we were fighting while we were in it. But most important, we got 22,000 focus on our Vazarin. We also got 2 new blueprints. I'm not familiar with either of these weapons. And we got 3 encrypted journal fragments and a couple of pieces for a weapon crafting thing. So, can't tell you. Look at that. We have plenty of missile pods out of that. No iridite. Always sad when I don't get any iridite. Okay. So we're not going to do any more in Cetus until later. We're going to go out and focus on our next step here. Now, we've done a Syndicate mission before. I wanted to really go over them in a little bit more detail. So we have our Syndicate standing. And right now, our Arbiters are Hexus and our Cephalon Suda is going up because Cephalon Suda is our primary fledge. And these, everybody but Steel Meridian is going down. Now, we could bring Steel Meridian back up if we wanted to at the cost of the parent sequence. The 2 of those are enemies. That's why I started with the parent sequence. I realized as I got to the 2nd rank that I really needed to have Cephalon Suda instead. The 2 of them aren't always the best choice here, okay? Because Cephalon Suda is enemies of New Loco, which is allies with the parent sequence, okay? And the parent sequence is opposed to the Arbiters of Hexus, who is allied with Cephalon Suda. So if I wanted to pair Cephalon Suda with another one to get more than things up, it would actually be Steel Meridian. Okay, Steel Meridian isn't opposed to either the Arbiters of Hexus or Cephalon Suda. So I could work with both of these conceivably, and I probably will at some point bring Steel Meridian up as a secondary one, and I'll lose the parent sequence in the process. But I might, when I do this, get Red Veil up. Red Veil is only down because Cephalon Suda is opposed, but if I start working on Steel Meridian, it will come back up. So that's the plan. We'll work on it that way. And we'll probably be bouncing back and forth between these 2 at some point once they're maxed out, and maybe even do a little bit of work on the Arbiters of Hexus, but they're the enemies of Red Veil, so they'll bring Red Veil way down in the process. Keeping 3 maxed is easy. Keeping the 4th maxed is a little tricky. Right now, one of the ways we can get standing is just do missions, and that's what we've been doing. The other good way is there are Syndicate missions. Now, we've already covered Sanctuary Onslaught. We did that earlier today. We haven't covered Elite Sanctuary Onslaught because we're not really ready for that yet. But if you notice down here, Cephalon Suda has a couple of defense missions and a survival mission. These are not ideal. And the parent sequence has a couple of things. But if I start doing the parent sequence ones, it'll drop our stuff from the Arbiters of Hexus back down, and we just got them positive, so I want to keep them positive. So I'm limiting myself to defense missions, right? These missions here. We'll see if we can get we want to get Syndicate tokens from each of these missions, so we'll see if we can get them from this defense mission. Now, fortunately, we zoom out. We happen to have a setup that's really good for low-level defense missions, and that is our Frost layout. As you see, we have another open slot here. That is not a Warframe slot, mind you. Warframe slots if you look at our Warframe,
Covered in blood.
and under our equipment, the actual Warframe slots that we have available is 1. We have 4 Warframes currently. One of them is Oberon, who we could rank up, and we probably will. He's normally farmed out of doing railjack missions. But they gave us a free one last week because of a rework he did. So I don't see any reason for us not to level him up. But I'm going to wait until I hit the railjack mission so you can see where we would have farmed the parts for him before we actually start using him. Oh, no, I didn't change my frost thing to frost. So frost, set his current loadout. Okay, we've got weapons. We have our frost. Ooh, before I do that, we now have auger reach. One of the things about our snow globe is it's only a 5-meter radius. Now, our streamline down here was not the best choice for this. Okay. It gave us a little energy efficiency. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to put the auger reach on it, and I'm going to max it out. Okay. So that gives us 30% more ability range. Okay. All right. And in addition, and some energy spent on abilities gets converted into shields, so it makes us, every time we use it. So now our snow globe is 6.5 meters, which doesn't sound like a lot more, but it can make a difference. There is another mod which will increase our reach, but in order to get it, we have to go to an Orokin vault on Deimos. Now, I think I mentioned the keys that are needed. Each one has a debuff. Doing those solo is not necessarily the best way to do it. You can carry one key with you, however, on a mission in one of those things, and if it happens to be the right key, you can use it to open up the vault. Also, if you happen to be in one of those missions and somebody else has a key and they open the vault, you will still get the same reward for that. We will cover that in the near future. I believe the mod's called Overextended or something like that. And what that does is it drastically increases range, but reduces efficiency, it reduces strength. Okay, so the strength of this, the amount of health it has will drop, but the range will greatly increase. That's a worthwhile thing. The bigger the range, the more area we protect. So, I've got my auger reach one here. I'm going to go exit, and we're going to go do a Syndicate defense mission. Now, normally I would do a Syndicate mission solo because I want to spend the time looking for the tokens of the Syndicate. But a defense mission does not have a lot of big things to look for. So if I go to this one, first off, there may not be anybody else. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. Well, we've already started it. And I do not have my tax on. Okay. But I should have my Thief's Wits, so I should see any tokens. And I hope there are tokens hidden somewhere in the corners of this map. I'm going to come up here, and the first thing I'm going to do is pop a snow globe around that. And then we're going to go looking for tokens. Now, if they're here, they're going to be in the corners. I don't know if the defense missions get them. That would be sad. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do them. Nope, I'm not seeing any sign of tokens here. Now by putting the snow globe up, we're really protecting this. As you can see, it's not perfect. We have to last 6 waves total, it looks like. That's the first wave. Alright, doesn't look like we're going to get any tokens out of this at all. Which makes me sad. And that was me with my fingers on the wrong key. There's one guy coming this way. And we'll put up another snow globe so we max it out. You can see that's why the globe is so effective. Even if they get into the globe like that, they can't do all that much. We got one guy.
My Warframe is strong.
Not sure what that was. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen them do that before. So you got these two guys here who are helping us. Alright. If we come back here. Oh. We have somebody new in. Hey, you. Hold position. You hold position. 2 more to go. Yeah, for some reason, my loadouts must not have my taxon equipped. And I have to fix that. Because I'm missing out on collecting stuff. I have to literally run over the stuff to collect it. And there we go. The mission is complete. We got all the stuff. And notice the amount of standing we got was not the 2100, it was the 2100 plus. So that 3916 is, the 2100 is a bonus on top of the normal standing that you will get. For a mission. Now, like I said, defense missions are sadly not a good Syndicate mission because they don't have any tokens, and we needed tokens. The survival mission might do it. So let's look at our thing here. No, we don't have a companion equipped. Don't ask me why. Equip taxon. Equip Artax. Alright. So that should fix that thing. Do we have an arc wing at least? Yes, we do. Do we have our gear wheel set up? Yes, we do. Okay. So now we're going to switch to our Rhino loadout. And same deal. Our taxon was not equipped. Our sentinel weapon was not equipped. I'm going to look at these both. See, we've gotten some new stuff since we did this. Right now, the Artax might be worth putting a catalyst on, just so that it can do even more damage. But right now, I'm in a 50-50 shot here, where I don't want it to do that all the time. The taxon, okay, might benefit from a Orokin reactor. If you look, you can actually put a reactor on it. Okay, but we're gonna get a thing called Helios, which is where I want to put my reactor. Because Helios is going to be the one that we're going to use the most often. Now, there is a mod we can put on here that is useful. We've gotten a couple of new mods since we last looked. And the one that is important is Animal Instinct. Animal Instinct lets us get away with not putting the Thief's Wit on our Warframe. Okay. In most cases, because it's not on our Warframe, it's instead on our companion. It manages to do the effects of enemy radar and Thief's Wit separately, as long as you have that companion. You can put this on any companion, both animal and non-animal. The downside is it takes up space. So we're going to take away this shield recharge. I'm going to take away this I don't know, the repair kit, I think. And we'll stick the Animal Instinct on here. And we're going to increase that. That's an expensive increase. 930 for 44,000 credits, but it is worth it because we have 30 meters of loot radar and 18 meters of enemy radar. Oh, wait, no. We can't increase it all the way. Cancel. How far can we increase it? Wait. Exit. All right. We only have 2 spaces left. Oh, man, that's a shame. This might have to wait until we have our Helios and we actually put an Orkan reactor on it. So I'll put repair kit back on here. I'll put the accelerated deflection back on here just because. And when we get our Helios, we'll put an Orkan reactor on it and it will become our primary companion for most of the game. But we can't do that until we have the solid battery widget from Cephalon Cimerus. So there's our taxon. Is this also missing in the default loadout? Now I gotta look at that. Set as current loadout. Why, yes. I don't know why there was no companion equipped in here. But that would probably explain why there wasn't one on the other loadouts either, because they were all duplicated from the default loadout. So we're going to go and switch to our Rhino loadout, because we're going to do that survival mission. Now, the survival mission, we can stay in as long as we want. Let's see. That is on Phobos. It shouldn't be a big problem. But here, because it's a full-size map, we should get all of the tokens that we're looking for. And we do need to do that. And then I might have to do one of these because, oh, we'll see. We'll see. If I can rank up Arbiters or Hexus to pass neutral, then I will also have the ability to get Arbiters of Hexus Syndicate missions. Oh,
What's
wrong
on your
thing.
mind, dreamers?
Wrong thing.
That's all from me.
Oh, wait. Things have changed here. Mod transmutations. Kill enemies with gas damage. So I could get this today without having to worry about it. And then not do anything with it tomorrow. Try not to get any of these tomorrow so that we're saving our daily weekly acts for the next Norse mix. So the mod transmutations is easy, and gas damage is also easy. So let's go down here. We're going to change our Broken War. We're going to upgrade it. Currently we've got Corrosive and Blast. I think if we swap around the Heat and the Shocking Touch, we get Gas and Magnetic instead. Which is not ideal for this kind of mission that we're about to do, but it's still plenty of damage and we're still going to kill everything without any trouble. So that'll solve that. And what is it, a mod transmutation? Yes, a mod transmutation. Let's do that real quick. Mod transmutation means I need 4 mods. We look at our duplicates. We find one that is got a lot of duplicates. Let's see. There we go. Diamond skin. We've got 9 diamond skins. I can convert 4 of those into a mod of the same quality and as that at least. So we're going to transmute it and see what we get. And we got a Shocking Touch, which we've already got. Okay. Doesn't really help us much.
From little things, big things grow, dreamers. I believe in you all.
Sometimes doing that with a rare can get you something interesting. But I would want a bunch more rares before I do that. And don't know anybody who would be crazy enough to do that with primes or umbral mods. That would be insane, in my opinion. Did they fix this? No. There's a bug right now, known bug, where the interface for the mods is in the background in front of the IATAN that we want to slot things into, so it doesn't really help us. They'll fix that bug sometime soon. But we don't need any IATANs right now. So in order for us to get here, we only need another 2,400, which should be doable in 1 or 2 missions. But, alright, let's go see if we can get to that survival mission. Okay. I am going to do this one solo, if only because I want to spend my time searching this mission top to bottom for those tokens. While I'm doing it, it's not a high level mission, so it shouldn't be hard for me to do that. So I'm going to do that survival mission. Alright, so we are searching for things here.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative rants the ship for supplies. Ready? Trigger the alarm. They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Alright.
Support modules dropped by fallen enemies.
And that's one of those datums. Oh! Darn it. I probably messed this up already by not putting the ribbon on my gun. Because I wanted to unlock that ribbon as part of this. We need 9 of them, but I didn't put it on the gun. So, I'm going to have to do at least one more Syndicate mission before I do that.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
So hopefully we'll have 2 Arbiters of Hexus missions going on there. Forgot I needed to have the ribbon. I should make notes before I do things like this. Somewhere, that's below.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
We do have to make sure we keep our life support up to date. Now, if you notice, there are some more things up here somewhere to the right. And that's because there's a room up here. We're at 81%. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. There's that. Right. Sorry, I don't have any Granum coins for you.
Life support on the way.
Let's see. You know, there is a... Where is that?
I've delivered another life support capsule.
I don't know where that is. I have to find it. What am I being attacked by? I feel like there's a container here, but I don't see it. Oh, it's right there. Alright. How are we doing time? Oh, it's 29. We need to go and hit one of these.
Life support activated.
Alright. There's not another one around here anywhere, I don't see. Okay, so we're in the next room.
Another life support capsule is now available.
I feel like there's something here. There should be something there. Or maybe it's on the other side. What am I seeing? Five. We need a life support capsule because we're running low.
You are running out of time. Life support has been replenished.
And we're only at 43.
Life support incoming.
There's another life support capsule in here, which we will have to deal with in a few seconds.
Additional life support has arrived. 30 seconds left. Life support.
Alright, we got to move on to the next life support capsule. We might come back here if we can manage to get our life support up high enough. Or if it, I'm not fond of either of these missions, so we're down to this one again.
Life support activated.
We need more light support capsules. Where are they?
Cunning founder, with my life I protect your sacred crowns.
Get ready for a capsule.
Yep. Oh, fudge.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Alright, well, we won't be able to do this one again. And we are running out of time and life support rapidly, so...
Life support activated.
Alright, let's go after this guy.
Get ready for a capsule.
Alright.
Life support has
So now we need to head to the other side. Boy, I'm not doing a very good job of finding these Syndicate tokens.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Oh, and my networking's not responding for some reason. That was even weirder. Okay, so the next life support capsule is 180. I don't know why my network is not responding.
Life support
I'm not seeing any drop frames. I don't know why it's saying network not supplied. So usually there's something down here in terms of stuff.
Life support on the way. Extraction is available if you need it.
I may have to do that, yes. And we only found one token. Oh, of course it's like a huge distance away.
Additional life support has arrived.
I don't know where it arrived at, but it's not the direction we're going. Alright, we're gonna just wrap that up.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I got one datum out of that, which was terrible. We won't get any out of the other defense mission for Cephalon Suda, but we did get some standing. I guess we have to get another mission to just get standing. A basic mission would be fine. Doesn't have to be anything special. Or I could use that genius datum to gain some standing really quick, which might be enough. Let me see. If I go to here. Oh no, I have to do that at the relay. I'm not going to bother with that. Okay. So we'll just do a different sort of mission. Let's see. Night ends in 6 minutes on the plains of Eidolon. Well, we'll go back and do another mission there. But before I do, let's make sure, even though our Boltor is pretty nice right now, okay, I'm going to take off this sawtooth clip to take a little bit of the slash off. And I'm going to put this rifle rivet mod in its place so that when we do this the next time, we can get we have to get 9 Syndicate battalions to unlock that Riven.
The corpus used to count their money.
Now,
The index.
I can quickly. I do need to make some money, actually. Let's see. We've unlocked Mercury. We've sort of unlocked Venus, but I think it's not giving us saying that it's unlocked because right now Vesper Relay is not available unless there is another node here that has not been revealed to us yet. I'm not sure about that. I think it's because Vesper Relay's been destroyed that it's not identifying this as a valid a completed planet. Earth, however, is not a completed planet. We have some places to go, and one of them is this excavation, and it has a Conquer Vermink floof that we can get by doing that mission, and we may as well do that mission. That's a public mission. We'll get extra money for it. We'll get some standing for it. That should do everything we need. So we're going to go into there. I'm going to use this mission. Now, I probably should have taken Frost. Frost would have been better for an excavation mission at this level. But with all the people who are going to be involved, man, I don't even know where we're at. We're already in. We've already gotten some. Wait, there's a power cell. I don't even know where an excavator is. That way. Okay. All right. I was very confused by this mission. We're in a cave complex.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
Ah, there we go. That's how we get to be.
Artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
Alright, there's a little disorientation when you come in a mission like this.
Cells will be used to restore its shields.
It's full power. And well protected. So I'm moving on to the next one along with apparently the Funky Zebra. I like that name.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that Funky Zebra, right? Oh, sorry. Alright. So we're protecting C. Up and up. He's got that one already. So much better having our taxon working with us. It means that we now have our vacuumer. So I'm happy about that. We could use a little more power, though.
This excavator is fully powered. Additional
Oh,
fuel
good.
cells will be used to restore its shields. Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact. Is fully powered. Additional fuel cells will be used to restore its shields.
Alright, so that one is done. We go on to D. Where is D? D is this way. Which is fully powered.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig
And
site.
I can move on to E. And will.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from
Alright.
enemy fire.
Let's go.
Oop, there's a
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
If we can avoid alerting them, this might be easier.
This excavator is fully powered. Additional fuel cells will be used to restore its shields.
and we're almost done. Oh, let's grab another one of these. This is the last one we need. Once we're done with this, we can go straight to excavation.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire.
Somebody went to the next one already, but we didn't need to. Where are you coming from?
Extraction available. You may leave now or continue excavating artifacts.
What is
The
this?
choice is yours.
I don't know what that is, but it's something. I want to get to extraction now. Ah! That's what I mean about getting caught in the geometry.
Find another fuel cell and take it to the excavator. Excavator destroyed. That
Where
artifact
is
now
the
lost to us.
exit? There is the exit. And now we're waiting for one last player. But in no rush. I don't know what those other markers are. They're kind of interesting. I suspect it has something to do with a particular Warframe. Okay. All right, so that has given us enough to rank up our Arbiters of Hexus from neutral
You are on the verge
to
of a new truth.
principled. It's going to get us a Spectre. I don't know which one. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to continue after that.
Please help
It's going to get us a Corrupted Lancer Spectre. We will redeem it. Okay. And now, maybe, it might need to be 2. I don't know. we might have Syndicate missions for the Arbiters of Hexes. Yes, we do. Sabotage. Sabotage we can do. Disruption. Oh man. Okay. Well, I'll do the sabotage. Man, they do seem to be in another defense. It's like trying to delay us on those. Okay, so here's the deal. If I do this sabotage mission here, and maybe this defense mission or something like that, and then I do one of these missions, interception's going to have the same problem as defense. Oh, man. Yeah, the Syndicate missions have not rolled in our favor today for unlocking that Riven because, well, I got one. If I get all 8 in this sabotage mission, which will require me to go through the map completely, find all 8 before I do the sabotage, then I will have gotten the 9 that I need. Oh, except that the 1 wasn't with the... well, we'll see what happens. I have a feeling I'm not going to get that Riven unlocked tonight. I would have liked to, but... the fates have not been kind to us about this whole situation. Alright, we're in here solo for a reason. Okay, the first thing we have to do is... I'll kill this guy.
The reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols. Your target is the system mainframe. Deliver the payload.
Okay, I don't think there are any more tokens that we can reach here before we go through this into the next tile. That's actually the way we want to go. We're... and I am going to... turn off the alarms so that hopefully we won't get quite as many ads while we're searching. Alright. Okay, that is the way to go. But we're not going that way yet. Before we go that way, we're going to go this way. This will also get us the rest of our gas thing. And while we're here, we'll scan this. Alright. Sometimes there's stuff back here, but no. We're ready to move on to the next. Nothing in there. I don't see any more signs of... Oh, did not mean to go off the edge there. I do want to come up here. Look around here. Usually this room has something, but there's not. Okay, so they're medallions for the Arbors of Hexus, and no, the one that I got from Cephalosauda did not count. You can see that the Riven has to be equipped. Alright, let's turn that alarm off. There's our gas damage. I still see something over along the end here. Ah, okay. There's another medallion. Now there's a secret room down here, which often has a lot of stuff in it. Including a medallion. We'll jump back up. Oh, those are my allies. I keep forgetting about the two allies. Somewhere around here, there's a thing. There's nothing up here, right? Nope. Well, we shouldn't have come in here because... Actually, we should go back in there. Because that's not on our path. So let's go down here. Something's up here. Okay, so you notice there's something that way. How do we get to it? All right, so up here. All right. Anything in terms of a opening up here? I don't see one. So that suggests to me it's in the next room and it's not connected to this one. Like this. Right there. And that's how we find all the secrets in the tile set. Is by tracking the stuff. Now, this direction probably also has things. Alright. Nope, we do seem to have run out of containers there. Now there's often stuff down here that is not picked up by the And as I said, sometimes there's things down here that are not picked up because they're too far away, like this. And there is a square up higher. Where the heck is that? Ah, that's this. Oh, but there's still stuff here that I have somehow... Oh, this is the direction we're going. That's 4. All right, this is where the really?
That's the reactor. Expose its core and destroy it.
Not gonna happen right now, sorry. I need to continue and find all the other places we can get to in this. And we'll come back. Well, we'll try and come back. We have another alarm going on here? Yes, we do. I want it to quiet down just a bit. That's got to be up higher. Or not. It's down lower. Oh, it's in here. I don't know why that is a half-open door. This is where we went to get kind of in here. And we'll come back. We need to raise the reactor shield. Eventually we will do that when we come back. What does this lead to? Is there a camera up here? Yeah, hi. Bye. Ah, there's a room down here we should look into. One with nothing of particular import, however. Now, the reason we aren't doing the mission yet is we need to find the rest of the tokens. And once the sabotage has happened, it may be a little difficult. There's a whole lot of possible hiding places in this room. Starting with, if you look up here, we have this little ledge here. We can go through here. And into this side room. There's stuff in the side room. There may be stuff outside on the ledge. Nope. We can open this door. And we can reset the alarms again. They love turning on the alarms, I will say that. We still haven't finished this room. All the rest of these are down on the lower levels. And then there's one down here. Okay. No sign of them being in there. Alright, so this is the next way to go. You can tell by the sound that we found in the medallion. The more the medallion's worth, the louder the sound it's going to make. So I believe there is one more medallion somewhere. Probably out here. Nope, there's yet one more medallion after this. And it could be down here. This is where extraction would be. Alright, so we missed one somewhere. There are a lot of places where one could be hiding. I don't see it out here. So we have to go back in and backtrack our way. Alright. Go up to the edge there, nothing there. Not on this tile. This feels to me like it could be where it would be. I don't remember where any other secrets on this that would be out of range of the loot radar. That's the oh, wait a minute. There's a possible... Nope. Alright, this room I'm not as familiar with. So it could have something hiding around somewhere in it. No way to get up there. Okay, so that is the reactor we were looking for. This is the tough search for the last secret. I'm going to look down below, but if I don't find anything, I might have to search that room again. Now this one, it's just an interesting sound, but it's not what we're looking for. I don't believe you can actually get down there. But wait a minute. I don't think we went out this way. No, we didn't. Aha. I'm pretty sure we did not go this way at all, no. And there it is. We have found all 8 of the things we were looking for. Now we can do our sabotage mission, which should be really easy because we've killed pretty much everything in here. Don't climb on things that I don't want you climbing on. Alright.
That's it. Now get out of here.
One of the easier sabotages. And we're done.
Mission complete.
So, as you can see, we have gotten 8 of the 9 medallions we need in order to unlock that ribbon. However, of the remaining missions, a defense mission is not going to have any medallions. A defense mission is not going to have any medallions. A defense mission is not going to have any medallions. A disruption mission might have a medallion in it, but it's a terrible mission to go looking for medallions in. I don't think I've done a disruption in this account yet. And you may notice that this one is locked. That's on Olympus on Mars, but it's easy to unlock. I suppose we can go there. Where is Olympus? So all I need to do is do this spy mission and that exterminate mission in order to do the Olympus disruption. Maybe I'll do that in a group and see if anybody else finds one, because if anybody finds one in the group, we get it. So let's do this spy mission. Let's go back. I don't know if I want to do that one. This is Grenier spy. I'm going to do that solo. Oh, okay. I almost got confused with my main account there. I have a Kuvalich right now on Mars in my main account. And I was like, oh, is that going to cause a problem? No. Wrong account. And that's a subject for yet another stream. Alright, where are we going? We're going this way. Morphics. Always loot the important things like Morphics and Plastids and things like that. No, it's this way. Up.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures.
Alright. Alright. We have nobody following us. We'll disable the security. This is a pretty easy one.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
So we need to go over both of these, which isn't too hard to do. And then over to here. We have to be careful as we're coming over here, because okay. So from here, think we have to go around there. Okay, see down there? That's where we need to go. Oh, we need to go down there. You see there where there's a guard going back and forth back down there? He's coming back out. He's going to go that way. And we sneak around back here. Now, I've had good luck in the past with just edging out just enough so that my Taxon can do damage to him. I don't know if that will work here. Because he will not aggro if the Taxon is doing the damage. Like that. Okay. So now we can go and do this without having to worry about him at all. There are other ways to get in there.
How dare you go against us? You will be purged.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Well, we were lucky there. And do we have anybody or anything in here to worry about? I don't think so. I think we're good.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Alright. This opens up and we can go to the second one. That was a pretty easy one. That reminded me, I didn't have that. Before we get started, let's switch to our kunai because it's silent.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
There is a guy going over to that corner. Here we go.
A clean extraction with no alarms. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
don't want him around.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Yeah, the usual. We come in through this upper thing into that. We come up to there. Wall latch. Wall latch over here. Wall latch. Bullet jump up there. Come down over here. And we're done.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Okay, so much for that spy mission.
Get to extraction.
We don't care about that guy anymore. We just need to get to extraction.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
Oh, a Morphix. Always go for the Morphix. Another Morphix. And there we go.
Another job well executed.
We got a Navarra Systems blueprint. That's not the easiest drop to get out of a spy mission, so I'm very happy to have gotten that. It's the only way to get Ivara is doing spy missions and getting all 3 vaults. Alright, Hellas is an exterminate. We can go back to public for that.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
If we can avoid alerting them, this might be easier.
Nah, we'll alert them. It's kind of hard not to. Oh, I have no energy. Alright, so we got somebody in the squad who's with us. I still don't have enough energy to do this. Turn off the alarms. I'm guessing we go this way.
Stay
Warframe is strong.
There's a guy up here. I don't think I've ever seen this tile either. Or I might have from a different angle. Let's see. Well, that is definitely not the way to go. Which way? They both have guys, so we'll do both of these.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
And there's the extraction
Broken their
nose.
ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction. Another job well executed.
And we're out of here. Okay. So we are now going to do a Syndicate disruption mission here for the Arbiters of Hexus. Now, disruption missions need a little explanation. The way they work is you have... It's kind of like a cross between survival and
The sentients are not laughing
and mobile defense.
Did they adapt to my
You need to find a. There are 4 terminals in the mission. You need to find those terminals. You need to get a key, and they will switch which terminal is the key. Okay. Bring it to that terminal. Activate the terminal. When you do that, it will spawn a large enemy, a boss enemy, somewhere in the map that's coming after that terminal. You have to defend the terminal against the enemy, and once that's done, it'll move on to the next one. Okay. It's complicated. They're pain in the neck missions. They're intended as high-end missions, but we're going to go do it. And we're going to do it in a group syndicate, and we'll see if anybody else is doing this syndicate mission at the same time. So we're going to do this Olympus Mars disruption mission. If not, it's only a level 5 to 10 mission. So it should be handleable without solo. I don't know, however, if any medallions appear in the mission, because I've never done a Syndicate mission with Syndicate disruption mission. Now we're looking for medallions, so I'm going to go down this way. Oh man, this could be anywhere. I don't even know where we're at. Oh, somebody else is migrating.
Your path has led here. Prove yourself, Tenno.
Okay.
This isn't your regular vault job. Alad V sold the conduits with interference routines specifically designed for the Tenno. Don't you worry though. I've got some workarounds. Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking muckety mucks. Knock 'em down. See what they've got.
Okay. Yeah, everything we're looking for, I see. Oh, there's only 3 in this mission. Somewhere up there might be a... If I can find a token before we start the actual disruption, even better. Okay. So we're literally going the wrong way. Looking for... Now, up here. Again, I'm not convinced that... I don't know if there's any other way out of here. Nope, this may be a dead end. Oh. Conduit failsafe.
What's this now? A failsafe? Yeah, heard about these. They'll cancel any running interference routines. But there's only one per system. Don't waste it.
Okay, I don't know what that's for. That's the first time I've ever encountered one of those in this mission type. Okay. I'm still not convinced there are any Syndicate tokens in here. That's the way to go to get back. This is probably the way to go to get out. So another looking like dead end. There is something up here. Nope. But it's not what I was hoping for. All right. There's something here. This is, I believe, the first key is around here somewhere. Oh, and there's stuff to get here. Oh, this is one of the conduits. We need a key. Okay, so these are the conduits themselves. This is the second conduit. The third, and the keys must therefore be this way. Oh, but before I go to get the keys, because that will trigger things, I'm going to go and loot this room. Like that. We have something there. I'm growing less and less convinced that there are Syndicate tokens anywhere in a disruption mission. It seems less likely. Got all these Syndicate guys helping us. This is where the exit would be. If there were any, there's usually one in this type of room. If I go... Oh, I missed the jump. It's looking very unpromising for us to get any Syndicate tokens out of this mission. But I'm going to do the mission anyway. Oh, and we've got somebody here who is probably going to force the issue by going straight for the keys. We got a medallion. Oh my goodness. That was the one medallion I needed. Are there more in here? Maybe there's only one? It says 8. There are 8. And we did not find 8. Okay. It's telling us to go that way. That way is not a way. I don't know where it's telling us to go, but it's not correct. There's a medallion. I found 2. I wonder if that's a problem. I hope not. It might not consider me having that equipped while I'm holding on to this thing. If I find another one, which... There we go. So I'm going to make sure my gun is loaded. And pick up that medallion. Okay, and then I'm going to pick this thing back up again. Alright, so we found that. Whoop. That is not a place to go. Are there any medallions down here? Oh, yes. All right. We found enough medallions at this point to have unlocked that Riven. I don't know why it didn't tell us that it was, but we're going to go and start looking for the keys. Assuming I can figure out how to get to these keys. Okay. They pointed me in this direction? No. It's got to be around this way. Yeah. Wait, they're back here somewhere. 60, 50.
Good choice. That failsafe should make the next few moments a bit more bearable.
Okay. So we used the failsafe. But I still don't have a key. I don't know where the keys are. Where the hell are the keys? Well, this would be bad if this is now a failed mission because we're back here. All right. There's this one. Oh, that is not a way to go. All right. So how do we get the key? And again, I keep running into that. I can't find a single key. Oh, wait. What was that? Up here. That requires the white key. But there is something up here. I can't find any keys. Oh, but here's an area I haven't expanded yet. Somebody else was in here, though. This is a big map, and it's not coming up with the things that we're looking for. Well, I'm also not finding any enemies anymore. I don't have a white key. That's what we're looking for, is the white key. The white key is what we need. Wait, what was this way? Anything? Another medallion. Alright, so we picked up the Syndicate medallions and unveiled my Riven. But we haven't managed. There's still things hidden in this map somewhere. I just don't know where they are. That requires the yellow key. Map. Anywhere I haven't figured out? These rooms look like all alike. Wait. That's a way I didn't go. Oh, I did go this way. I don't know what this key is going to look like. And I'm the only one left in the mission. Everybody else left because we couldn't find the keys. Which makes me kind of sad, because right now that means if I leave the mission, I don't know if the Riven will remain unlocked. I think it will. Well, I guess I'm not showing you how a disruption mission works, because I can't find the bloody keys. And neither can anybody else, it seems. See, are there anywhere other ways out of this room that I have not gone? Like maybe up here. I think I've been through here. Yep. I have. This is gonna be sad because I can't complete this mission. As near as I can tell. See, this is the way out. What's this? What's that? Oh. Unless it put the key right on the extraction pad. Or somewhere nearby. I can't find a single key. Nope. All right. We have to abort the mission. But hopefully our Riven will remain locked. Unlocked. We'll see. We didn't get any of the rewards, but the progress we made should still mean we've unlocked the Riven. Yes. Now, this Riven is not much use to us. It is for a weapon called the Aphentis, I think. And it's an MR16 weapon. So we've got a long ways to go before we could use it. We could, if you look at the Aphentis, this is the weapon that it would fit in. Rivens are specific to a particular weapon. You notice that it has this would actually increase reload speed and status duration and damage to... Oh man, that's a terrible Riven. I don't see a point to it. The status duration would be the only thing that's positive. That's a terrible Riven. Okay, so yeah, you can if we show it. So we have a Riven that we can't make use of. One of the things to do with Rivens that you can't make use of is to try and sell them to people who might make use of them. With the trading mechanism, another thing to do with them is to take 4 of them and that you're never going to use and put it together with a Riven transmuter, which you can get off of Nightwave if you go long enough. And there's a couple other places that might give you a Riven transmuter. Those 4 Rivens combined together will create a new Riven. Maybe you can actually find something useful out of that one. So, sadly, we didn't get the extra... We spent an awful lot of time on that mission just to unlock this. You can see that it's not going to be much use. There is a limit to how many Rivens we can carry right now. We can have 15 in our inventory. Once we have 15, we will need to either sell them or do something with them because we can't do much with them right now. So there's our Riven. That was the main thing I was going to try and do with the Syndicate mission. We did not get our disruption tutorial because it bugged out. I don't know why it bugged out. Possibly because I was looking for things, and maybe because the guy who was with me at the very beginning exited before with a key. Maybe he might have found the key and he said, "Oh no, I don't want to do this," and he exited. So I don't know what happened there, but we are going to wrap it up for tonight, I think. I could do a few more things. Let's see. Wukong. Wukong is our next frame that we need. We still need another 343 plastids. We do have a resource booster though. So I'm going to take a short break, maybe 4 or 5 minutes at most. And then I will come back to that and we will see if I can get those plastids for Wukong. All right. So if you will pardon me, I will be back in a couple of minutes. And we're back. All right. So, plastids. We happen to have a resource booster in place right now. That will let us get plastids a little bit easier. Okay. Now, actually, let me come back to this. Oh, we have rewards. We've got our Nightwave rank up. Okay.
Lay 'em low and burn their shadow.
We can't do any of these 3 things. There is no way we're going to get enough to get all the way to get this shotgun Riven mod in a few hours on Monday morning. So I am not going to worry about Nightwave at all after this. We now have 75 credits. I'm leaving them there just in case The reason I'm leaving them there just in case is the current plan is to get an Orkin reactor. There is a chance I might need some more nitane extract, or I might, for some unknown reasons, want to get the Volban thing, Warframe, or who knows. I might need an Orkin catalyst instead of an Orkin reactor. I'm going to leave that option up to a later time. I'm not going to get any of these appearance things. And right now, these mods, there's nothing in these mods. Although that electric shield, nah, not so much. Yeah, I don't see anything in any of these mods that requires me to get them. So the only thing that I see that's currently that is important is getting the Orkin reactor. It's possible I might need to get Kuva instead. If so, I'll get Kuva and some nitane. Okay. But I don't think that either of those is likely. I think the most likely thing is on Monday morning we will do the Orkin reactor, or late Sunday night, most likely, actually. So here we go. Let's go get some plastids.
Coming up next.
Now, if we look at the blueprint for Wukong, for the systems where we need plastids, they are available on Phobos, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, and Eris. I could go to any one of those easily enough. I might try I've done Phobos. I might try unlocking some nodes on Saturn, looking for plastids. Because you may notice in last night, I think it was, we went through here and we pretty much opened up everything, all the nodes except for these two. I really have no desire to do a defection mission currently. And a rescue mission is not a bad thing, but I don't want to go looking for plastids in it. So I'm going to go to Saturn. We know plastids are here. There's a lot of nodes that we haven't unlocked. I'm not going to go to the Pursuit Arcwing for that one. There is Exterminate. This Telesto Exterminate. That seems like one of the best choices here for this. And we're just going to go exterminate and loot. We can even do that with people, because if they find the plastids, we'll get them too. So here we go.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
There is a sanctuary target here, Hunter. I sense it. Track
We
it with the
will
Synthesis scanner. Don't let it
look
escape.
for this sanctuary target, because honestly, it's useful to have. Speaking of plastids, we just got some. And we do have somebody here. They might try and rush through this. If they get to extraction and we leave, I'm not worried about it. We can always do another mission. Our main goal, though, is to loot. Is our goal in this particular place? Is to loot the hell out of things. Oh, wait. Oh, heck. I didn't want to go through it. Because I've got my synthesis scanner. Oh. I do have to find my synthesis target. Oh, there was something up here.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Where is that? In here? There it is. That looks like the way that everything's going, but I'm going to come up here first. And see if there's anything in here. Not really. There's a lot of things we could loot around here. I'm actually gonna... Ooh. This way. Or maybe it was up. It was up. Yeah. He's got to be around here somewhere. Must be in this next room. Yep. Let's go after the synthesis target more than the plastids right now. Although I'll take the plastids. And the organ cells. 2 organ cells is worth it. I need to see if there's a... Nope, nothing here.
Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Nope, nothing down here. Speaking of Cuba, liches, I am not going to make the mistake of making a Cuba lich right now.
That's it. It'll be a perfect specimen.
Where?
So you can synthesize it for me.
I don't see it. Where is my target? Down. Oh, he's up. He's running up here. What happened? Oh, you. Got him. All right.
You impress me, Hunter. This specimen will be studied for integration into Sanctuary. Thank you.
All right.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful
And now
mission.
we can get out of here.
Distraction.
Where are we going? This way?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Another job well executed.
304 plastids. Not quite enough, but we can do one more mission and that should do it for us. We even got some Kuva out of it. We did not, however, raise a Kuva Lich. If we'd stuck nearby, we could have risked that, but we didn't. 4 Oregon cells, woohoo! Undying Will is always nice. All right, so we're gonna do one more mission here on Saturn. I don't want to do the spy. What's this one? Mobile defense sounds good.
This is a mobile defense mission.
Okay.
You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
The Grenier deteriorate over time. Is that what makes them violent?
We're
The Hunter's on, Tenno. The synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target.
we definitely want that.
Search for traces of the target.
This will only get more difficult. Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I am Tenno. This will take a moment.
Oh, I'm being hunted by something. Or somebody's being hunted. Oh, is this the terminal?
Still working on it. Continue to defend. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
That's it. It will be a perfect specimen. Try it so you can synthesize it for me.
I need to get it. Where the heck is it?
Area completed. Move on.
Got him.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
You have completed the synthesis I require. Return to the relay to claim your reward.
Where is the thingy? Did somebody leave it behind? Oh no. Where is it? Somebody left the data mass behind, it looks like.
Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way.
I don't know why somebody left the data mass behind, but they did.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Working on it. Continue to defend. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Where is the next one? Over here.
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend. Against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Oh, extraction is this way. that's not the way to go. This way is the way to go. Caliban. This must be a Caliban.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
And we got 205 plastids, which is more than enough. Now, while it may seem like early on you are going to need to be doing a lot of farming like that, the truth is, actually, let's get back to here and just type Wukong. By the time you get to some things, you will have so much stuff that you won't have any trouble building almost anything. So we're going to build Wukong systems. We're going to build Wukong new optics. The one thing we will always be low on is credits. You will always need to get credits. And Wukong chassis. So in 12 hours, which will bring us to tomorrow's stream, we will start building Wukong.
Now, who would be
And that will be our next Warframe.
I don't think you should answer that.
Because he's really, really good at spy missions. And then the other thing we have to do is we have to finish unlocking the map. There's a lot of things left to unlock on the map. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of nodes on Jupiter. We have, however, even more important, on Pluto, we have Eris Junction, which requires us to complete 6 waves of defense in Stoffler. We have a better chance of doing that now that we have Frost. That said, if we do it alone, it may not work. So we'll hopefully get a group when that happens. Once we do Eris Junction, we have to unlock Sedna Junction, okay, which involves a little bit of work, some of which we have already done, I think. But you cannot see the requirements for Sedna Junction until we unlock Eris. Once Sedna Junction is accessed, that's all the junctions on the map. We have access at that point to all of the map that we know about right now. There will be missions later on that will add to this map. Just like, you see that Kuva Fortress that's here? That Kuva Fortress was added during the War Within. It did not exist. We will have to do every one of these nodes in here to unlock the Steel Path. And some of them are a little hard. This map, I don't like the Kuba Fortress map because it's very spaghetti tangle-ish. You have to go through all kinds of looping around to find things. We also will have to fully explore Lua. Now, we have a kind of a helpful thing here in that a couple of these nodes were already unlocked. But some of them are not, and some of them are a little bit tougher, like Uvarium, which is Conjunction Survival, and Stoffler the defense. I believe Circulus or Apollo, I can't remember which one it is a disruption mission and is one of the hardest ones in the game. We have so much stuff. What do we have that's ready to claim? Oh, our heck is ready to claim. You know, let's wrap this up by setting up the heck and leveling it up. Okay, so I'm going to claim the heck. We're going to come over. And it really doesn't matter which Warframe we use for this because, actually, maybe it does matter. If I'm going to level up a new weapon, which is the heck, we're going to actually switch to the default loadout. The default loadout is our, and we're going to name this, I don't know. This is our leveling loadout, maybe. We're going to set that as our current loadout. We're going to swap out, we're going to swap out the Bratton for the heck. That's our first step. We're going to equip the heck. Now, the heck, if you look at the heck, oh wait, no, back. The heck is a shotgun. It's our first shotgun that we've started using. And one of the things it has, in addition to a firing rate of 2 per second, basically, has a very small magazine. Okay, that's a problem. That's its biggest weakness, is that you reload it a lot, and it takes 2 seconds to reload. Okay, but its biggest strength is it has multi-shot. And what that means is that every time you fire the gun, okay, and expend 1 unit of ammo, it effectively does 7 shots worth of damage. Okay, each of those shots has its own chance to apply critical or status effects. All right, multi-shot is what makes this such a good weapon. Okay, so if you look at that 7 and look at the 525 that it's doing right now with no mods, okay, that means that when you shoot this at something, that it's going to do 7 times 525, it's over 3,500 by itself, and each one of them will have its same critical chance and status chance per projectile and critical damage. Now, it's not really a big critical thing, but that multi-shot can be massively increased. So, first thing we're going to look at here is multi-shot. And we don't have any multi-shot mods yet. Okay. We will eventually get multi-shot mods. That will increase that. I think I saw that as something like 40-something, maybe, on somebody's thing. I don't remember how big it got, but it was big. It definitely can get into the 20s with the multi-shot. And we can do a whole lot more with it. So there are no polarities on any of these slots except for the Exilus weapon slot. We have faster fire rate. This is all new mods because we've never done a shotgun before. Okay, so none of these mods are ranked up. Okay, all of these mods are perfectly good. Point blank is the key one. That's our damage mod. That's our primary damage mod. We will want to rank that up, obviously. The Vigilante Fervor, one of the Vigilante mods, not this one, but it's a different one, that is going to give us the multi-shot that we need, that we want. There is another mod that Steel Meridian provides. Only Steel Meridian provides it right now. So it may take us a while to get it. I don't know if it will be worth waiting for it. that would increase it even more. Let's see. Fire rate, increasing fire rate might not be bad, but decreasing the reload time, that might be one of the more useful things we can do with this. Do I have a decreased reload? I don't think so. Let's see. Reload. Tactical pump. Plus 10% reload speed. So we could put a little bit more, decrease this even more by pumping this up. Okay. We obviously want to put on things that increase our critical chance. But it doesn't increase all that much, you see how much it is? Even if I max this out, it would only be at most about 20%. Okay, so I don't know if that's going to be as useful as putting more damage onto this. Sorry. Same thing with status chance. I don't know if that's going to help too much. So instead, we'll stick Incendiary Coat and Chilling Grasp. And now each and every one of these multi-shots is blast damage. Blast damage, okay, not only does the base damage, but it also explodes afterwards for a certain amount of explosion. Okay, so there's more damage that comes after. It's not as effective against Corpus Amalgam, but that's the only thing that it's bad against. Accelerated Blast will increase the fire rate and the puncture if we wanted to do that. That's pretty much all we can do right now. I'm not putting a catalyst on this yet because I don't know how fast we're going to rank to Mastery Rank 8. Or 10 for that matter. Once we get to Mastery Rank 8 and 10, there are significantly better choices for our primary weapon. So again, I'm not sure this is going to become our main primary for a period of time because it doesn't have a catalyst. I don't know if it's worth putting one on here. So we're going to put that in there. Is there another secondary that we have available? Let's see. No, we don't have any more secondaries built. So I'm going to leave that be. Although I might swap it out for the Kunai because I just think that everybody should have a silent weapon. I'm definitely not using the Mark 1 Furex again. I think that's the only melee weapon that we had available. So I'm going to stick Broken Warbrack on here. Now, which Warframe? I want to rank this up. Well, if we're going to rank up something, let's rank up Oberon at the same time. We have Oberon. I was going to wait. Oberon is a kind of healing buff frame. His abilities... Alright, so it's been a long time since I played an Oberon, but they've just been renewed. All these things have been changed recently a little bit to make them a little better. So even what I knew is no longer relevant. And there's a lot of people playing him right now because they gave out a free Oberon to pretty much everybody. So, his passive, when he collects a health orb, okay, he grants a kind of a shield to everybody, and including himself. And you can have up to 3 of these. All right. The smite is just basically area effect. I mean, it's a damage thing, and it's pretty effective. I mean, it does a lot of damage. You can see he can kill whole crowds of people that are close to him. Look at that. And it removes, most importantly, it removes things like overguard and shield and armor. I'm not certain about all that, but because of the phrasing, but I believe that's the way it works. Now, hallowed ground is the one you're going to see the most often when you're running into an overrun. Hallowed ground basically is an area, defense area. It causes damage to everybody in the radius. It causes protection against status effects for overrun their allies, and it lasts for a short period of time, but you can extend that drastically in a lot of ways. Okay. Renewal will give us extra armor, and also gives your allies extra armor and restores health. So while you're, and especially if you're in the radius of the hallowed ground. So it's basically a healing and protection thing mixed into one. And finally, there's Reckoning. Reckoning is basically a so I think actually Smite does not remove the armor. I might remove shield and overguard. Reckoning removes armor. And gives it to Oberon, basically. And you have a chance of spawning a health orb when they die, which feeds into his passive and gives, when he collects the health orbs, it grants righteous negation. So there's a lot of synergy in here between the different powers. I have no idea how to play him yet, but we're going to give him a shot. And I'm going to do upgrade. Well, obviously we want to upgrade him. We need to give him an aura, because the polarity of this is not that. We have to use the Dreamer's Bond, which will match any polarity. We have 2 of these, which is great. So intensify and continuity. We do want duration. Duration sounds perfect. Because that'll affect all of these. If you look at this now, the duration's longer. Range could be useful. Obviously, the Thief's Wit has to go on there right now, because we need to be able to spot things. Shield is always important to have. Vitality. His health is 365 to start, which is not bad. We could raise that up to 597, which is even better. I'd give him some armor if I really wanted to. That's a pretty standard base. And we want more energy for him. That would be one approach. Now, we could increase his range once we rank him up. We could increase his efficiency so that it would cost less for things. Augur Message ranked up might not be a bad choice also. That gives me extra duration. We could always use more duration when we're doing things. Let's see, are there any other duration mods? So Augur Message, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. No, parkour. Status duration. Yeah, so we could add in more Augur Message to increase the duration of some of his things. So I don't know. We'll see how this works out. The heck, we've already, I think, done. Yes. And how do we rank them up? We take them into Sanctuary Onslaught. That will also take care of our daily standing, probably for the rest of the day. If we go up here, we are now in a group. We go to Sanctuary Onslaught.
This is a stress test. Destroy all specimens as quickly as possible.
It's up if my fingers are in the right spot. Now you can see that shield around me, I'm pretty sure is from my passive. And you can see that everybody up there has 3 on the we have now can do our 2. And we will. That's our 2. That's the range of our 2 right now, which isn't very far. It doesn't last all that long, but it was very effective. We've already unlocked our 3. And we're going to do our 2 again, I think.
I have opened a new data conduit. Proceed immediately.
You can see it lasting longer a little bit. Does not have much of a range, however. You can see it does a little bit of damage to things that come in it as we use it. I have Smite level 1 now. That's Smite. Does some damage, strips them of armor and weapons. And then there's our 3. Oh, we got a Mirage in here. This could be interesting. I can't use my 4. Oh, my 3's still on. I didn't realize. The 3 is a toggle ability. Okay. Where does it come in? Right here. So we have a nuke Mirage coming on here. That's what those fuzzy things are. There's going to be a point where basically everything is going to get nuked. It may already be happening. Which may be why I'm only seeing a few things come down here. You can see he's taking some damage. Not a lot. Just for being in here. Okay. Our efficiency's pretty good. We don't need one of those stimuluses right now. I'm not picking up any health orbs. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Those health orbs are very useful. We want to have them. Oops. Our 4 has not yet been unlocked, though. Okay, there's our 4, and
Data conduit is open.
we're gonna try going one more. I might be the only one in here right now. And you can see what that did. That was pretty effective. There's all kinds of pretty stuff going on upstairs. Let's see what it is. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go up this way. If I really wanted to, I could come up here, go into that. Ah, the heck with it. Literally, the heck. That's a decent amount of damage. Now, some things obviously can't be lifted. I guess those are what I'm running into. I might hold out at 4. I don't know. Do I want to try 5? Sure, let's go with 5. Now,
You think me a sadist? That I enjoy this suffering? Irrelevant. Focus on your task.
Move and strike. We have to win it. I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
I believe we are now watching nice how they line up for you there. There's my 16 rank. There's a lot of violet. I don't know what that violet is, but it's entertaining at times. Let's see. Our overrun is only 13. Let's go for 6. You notice now it's doing a little bit more damage per second to each thing that's in the field. Ooh, that is not where I wanted to be. And now I'm on my own. Oh, I know where I'm at. Oh, and I need more energy. I'm not getting any energy. Alright. Alright, we've got to hold out a few seconds. And the best way to do that is to hide out. Which would be down here. Eventually things will come out here following us. No! That is not what I wanted to do. Alright. So that was not how I intended to do this. What I gotta do now is hide somewhere in a corner while my efficiency drops. My efficiency is dropping. Needs to drop faster than this. Alright, I have to get out of this room and go somewhere where
must experience unmatched stress. Increase your effort.
go down here. No, I do not want to take that.
Hunter, you exceed expectations. You are far more exciting and complex than any specimen in my sanctuary.
But we did finish 6 rotations, which was pretty good, and got into Zone 7. So that's not bad. If you look over there, we have used up all of our standing. If you look at our profile, see we still have a ways to go in leveling things up. We're going to have to level up some weapons. We're going to have to level up some Warframes. And we're going to have to do some more missions. It's quite possible we will need to do another Sentinel as well. We should do that. However, It is now 11:43, and I am going to follow my own advice, which is take breaks often. Don't play it yourself, and make sure you get plenty of rest when you're done, if you're my age. So I am going to wrap it up for the night. We'll finish leveling up Oberon tomorrow. However, the heck, actually, we'll go, and before I do that, the heck is up to rank 22, which means we have 8 more slots that we can throw in here. I might throw on... I would probably want to rank this up if I was doing anything else. So let's do that. There we go. Notice how little endo is becoming a problem compared to what it used to be. I don't know, maybe we'll put a couple of points into each of these. Our reload is there, so we'll put 2 points into that. And a point into this. And that's all we can put in right now. And now our reload speed is only 1.5 seconds instead of 2 seconds. And our damage has doubled by just doing all of that. So that's pretty darn good. We're now talking 7 shots at 1,400 a shot, which is a lot of damage. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's already taking into account the multi-shot in its total. Because if you look at the actual individual things, it really is only 202 damage, roughly, per shot. Per shot, and then you multiply that by 7 to get the 1446. So it's already taking that into account. Maybe 212, something like that. So I'm going to sign off. I need to get to sleep. I have been up all day actually working on my main account because it has needed work. There's a lot of things that I have to do on that account. Not the least being dealing with this Kuva Lich that is taking over Marsh. I am going to see you again tomorrow sometime. I don't know when. I might be doing my normal Sunday evening gaming session with friends, in which case it might not be in the evening. It might be very late evening, or it might be in the afternoon, or it might not be at all, and then we would do a Monday morning session instead. So this is Steve, your grumpy old Warframe, and I'm going to be signing off. Have a good night.